Hell yeah, dude. Hey, you know what? It's tailgate season right now, you know? But John mentioned earlier, I was like, I think it's tailgate season for grabbing the brisket like all year round, right?
365.
It never ends.
pretty much.
365.
But now everybody else is like starting to catch up, like, oh shit, everybody's throwing around the pigskin a little bit. Like everybody's hitting the college football games. I guess that's really where it really starts is college football, and then that transitions over to NFL.
Right.
But
well, if you look at this last week in college football, I've seen more people raging. Like these stadiums are packed, which I mean, it looks good. It looks good to watch college football that way. To be honest with you,
dude, everybody just getting fueled up.
Yeah.
Like you see all the videos. Like this one guy's like, and you always have the news crews just out there, just obligatory, just like, hey, how long have you been out here? What are you up to? And they catch that one college kid that's like, literally, I just woke up at 9 a.m. and started drinking beer.
Right.
I have had nothing in my stomach except for beer, and I'm going to continue to, and it's usually college game day, and so it's not like a night game, right? So they drink all the way up until
all night
kickoff.
And then it's all the way night.
Yeah.
These party.
Now, if that guy would have had some nice tailgate food in his belly, probably could have gone a little bit longer, but more than likely, he probably passed out.
Right.
Speaking of tailgating, did you guys see the event that happened at the Miami Dolphins Patriots game this past weekend?
Did not.
So
I did not.
I think I heard something about this, but I didn't see it.
There was a fire. Somebody was drunk.
Ooh.
Somebody left their pit.
No.
Yeah.
Barbecue pit on fire?
Well, not just the barbecue pit. It was, you can see this here.
Okay.
Oh, geez, that's
It started with the barbecue pit.
Oh, God.
Just
It
burning.
ended with, they said, I think at least a dozen vehicles.
Oh, I would be so pissed off.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? My luck.
How
Here's
does
the
it
deal.
get that bad, though?
Right.
My luck, I'd be one row over. I walk up, like, click, click, look over, like, get in, boop, boop, pull right out, like, see you, son.
Yeah. My luck is like be some jackass sitting there roasting a weenie right off of the hood of my car. I'm like, you
how I'd be.
freaking moron.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah, that's the aftermath right there. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Are we sure this wasn't like a Tesla that just burned up or something
Right?
like that?
It probably was that. Yeah.
Some electric vehicle
That's the
just
only
like
thing. Like,
just
Elon's
left in
like, he
charge
pays
too much.
He pays so much money. Like, those cars don't mess up, okay? No, that's what I'm saying. It is, even if they do mess up, they're not really messing up. You know what I mean?
right.
I'm just waiting for
Well,
that Tesla
that reminds me-
smoker to come out
There's
now.
some money being exchanged
Yeah.
somewhere. He has greased the palms of so many different people in this world. It's unreal.
Well, it reminds me of a story that we had not too long ago. When I say not too long ago, it was probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Me and Jan tailgated at the University of Houston, and we, like many games, we go out there, we bring out the Weber, we bring out at that time, I think it was the Old Smoky, and we bust out the fire. I think at that time, we're just drinking beer, right?
Not one of my finest moments.
We're not trying to pull out like the big game stoppers as far as like food goes. We're there to drink beer, and we need a little food in our stomach. And I think we brought sausages, maybe hot dogs, fired up that Old Smoky.
We killed it. Slayed it.
Money. Everybody
Kids,
thought it was
kids
delicious.
coming around, like eating with us. They're like, oh my God, this food's so good.
This
This
is
is
the
so
best.
good. Yeah, right. They also brought over beer pong.
Mhm.
So
It sounds
got
like we need to
introduced
have
to that.
we have a grab the brisket like tailgate thing this year.
Definitely 100%. But that's not where the story ends. The story ends as kickoff is approaching. So we have a Old Smoky full of just coals in the middle of a parking lot.
It's not. I mean, there was coals. There were coals.
There was coals. Yeah. Middle of a parking lot. We're like, what do we do to dispose of the... No. Jan's like... I don't know if it's necessarily Jan's idea. It might have been a collective, but it was Jan's truck. And we're like, let's just put it in your truck. And so we put the Old Smoky
like in the bed of the truck.
in the back seat
Oh, okay.
Oh,
of the truck and just shut the doors. And like, boom, we're going to the game. And luckily enough, thank God, hey, he was looking at us. The truck was still there.
Looking at you, scratching his head.
It was a little smoky inside for sure.
Dude, I just sold that truck, bro. I just sold that truck. And I got top dollar for that damn thing. If they knew half the shit I had done to that thing, there's no way. I'm like, and listen, I didn't sell it to some rando. Don't think I'm like like selling it to the guy down the street. I sell it to a corporation that did their due diligence, whatever else, right? Like a CarMax or what's the one in town? We buy cars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Whatever. The guy showed up to my house. He handed me a check. He drove the vehicle off. I don't know if it got a block. I didn't care. I was like, it didn't matter. It got a block or a mile or all the way there. I got paid. So, but yeah, we put a lit barbecue pit in that damn thing for 3.5 hours. I didn't really realize that day. It wasn't until the next morning when I was like, who in the hell put all these ashes in my truck? I didn't even remember putting the barbecue pit in there.
Right.
That's pre-gaming, by the way. So
Definitely 100%. And was that the same time that we were there when, I guess it was the height of like one of the Jackass movies that came out?
yeah,
Where it's what they do at all college campuses. They roll around, they're trying to promote stuff. A lot of times they're trying to like make you sign up for credit cards. Regret that for sure, 100%.
not me. I'm like, sign up, brother.
right,
I'll use some of that too.
I get a free T-shirt for signing up for a credit card. Done.
I'll take two.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get the card now?
Right.
Can I get the card now? That's all I care about. It's
And
like
so
right now.
they're rolling around, and it's Jackass, and it's the height of Jackass, height of MTV. We're just like, fuck yeah, let's go, dude. And of course, there was no Jackass people there. It was just like some people, just like rando college
Hand
students
out
trying to
merch.
do whatever.
Hand out
Hey,
merch and stuff.
we're going to take a picture, all right? So, but we need you guys to do something wild and crazy, all right? And we're like, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do, but I'm going to take a picture or whatever. There might have been a picture of somebody's sausage, like maybe poking through, just like maybe a little flash or whatever.
Are we talking like a bratwurst? Or are we talking?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Little Smoky.
Little Smoky, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, and the picture was going to make on the trailer of Jackass. That was number 2 or 3, whatever it was. But and we found might have been a different tailgate, but we found a paper mache doll that one of the art students there at the University of Houston had put together, and it was covered in these Playboy pictorials.
Yeah, Penthouse Playboy.
Penthouse Playboy, just
phenomenal.
all the pre.
It was
Internet.
like early
Internet.
90.
Real
Early
work of art.
90.
Very work of art.
Yeah.
So, and it was in a dumpster right across where we were tailgating. We're like, bro, we can't just leave it there. We have to go rescue it.
Yeah, the guy.
Her.
Yeah,
Leave her there.
her
We took her to the game.
Yeah, her name was Chastity. So we took her to the game, and we brought her home. She stayed out in the garage in Vegas for probably about
Too long.
2 to 3 weeks, and finally it was like, you got to get rid of that. I'm like, so I put it on the curb, and I just imagine like the poor bastard from the trash truck, whatever, just pulling up and just seeing that sitting out there.
He's
Or
probably
maybe-
still got in his house. Like he's got
exactly.
everything
He's
set
like,
up.
hey, I can't let you go like that.
Put her in the passenger seat.
One man's trash.
Another
In
man's
the
trash.
carpool
There
lane
it
now.
is. Yeah.
And here we got the Grabbing the Brisket podcast, guys. Hey, I guess this episode's all about tailgating, and I know John's got a little topic coming up for us a little bit later on, but it's all about tailgate and the foods that we cook. And one little side note, I did throw out a little tweet earlier today trying to get like the shittiest tailgate foods.
You get some response on
I
that?
got a couple. One was sushi. That's kind of a bad.
Who's doing sushi?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know. That sounds like a terrible time for me.
Yeah.
I
Hot.
love sushi, but I don't know about that.
Salad is another one. It's like
We're talking green salad, right?
right. Yeah, you're not going to the football game. You're not tailgating to get your greens in. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What was the other one? The other one was I think I mentioned soup. I don't think you're going to go get
It
soup.
depends on where you're living.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're like in Green Bay or
Yeah,
something.
you're living in Detroit,
Yeah.
Green Bay,
True.
Soup
Chicago.
still. Maybe some chili.
It gets cold, man.
I do some hot
I'm
chili.
going for gumbo or chili.
gumbo. I think we
That's
did
it.
get a couple of gumbos on the best list. So
Yeah. There's another one I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'll think of it in a minute. But yeah, hey, super excited to hang out with you guys. It's a new format for us, so we're trying out the videos. So obviously, there's going to be a little bit of quirks here and there. Probably going to see us drink a little too much beer, but we appreciate you guys tuning in. And check out the Grabbing the Brisket website. That's grabbingthebrisket.com. That's going to show all the different social medias that we put out there, and all the different kind of like videos and recipes and just kind of bullshit we talk about. Now that I've rambled all enough, so
It's quite enough.
yeah, my
It's
monologue's
quite enough.
My
man.
monologue's over with.
I did not want to say anything, but that was a lot.
Can we talk now?
Right.
We did cook this past weekend a little bit.
We did.
Content day.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily tailgating, but content day we called it.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it was. We cooked a whole bunch of stuff.
I think the day. I don't like the word. I don't like how that's coming off. Content day.
That's what it
That's
is.
all we have.
Content.
We'll
yeah.
keep working on it.
Creator Day,
Yeah.
content creator. That to me, that sounds just like
Douchey?
Bogus.
I want to punch myself in the face for saying that.
Come
you
here,
know what I
I'll
mean? Yeah.
But here's the deal: the videos don't make themselves. We got to be able to have time to shoot
Definitely
them,
not.
whatever
People
else.
love it.
and we're getting better at it. But yeah, I mean, like how much different? I mean, y'all came with it. I did not expect.
Well, you
Some of the items.
were in charge of bringing like your Bloody Mary to share your recipe, right?
I was.
Yeah, how'd that
I
go?
was. It did not.
None of that.
Did
None of
not
that
happen.
went. Zero.
Did not happen.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Brought nothing to the
brought it
table.
to the table. I took.
Wow, called out. Jeez.
I took a lot from the table. I just didn't really give a lot to the table. Is what you're saying, right?
Okay, well, I
Yeah.
have a couple pictures. It's more like a slideshow
Yeah.
thing you hear. Some of the stuff that we cooked and some of it's whatever. But you guys want to talk about? This is James's.
It looks weird, James.
Here's your
Yeah,
wiener,
it
James.
does. So it's the burnt in corn dogs.
Yeah, and they were freaking delicious.
They were. They were
We
money.
made,
We're
what,
gonna do those
that's
again.
that's lengua. That's a cow's
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah.
Cow
right
tongue?
there.
Mystery meat.
yeah,
That's a half cooked bologna log.
chub.
Bologna chub.
We call
my
them
bad,
chubs.
Chub.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex threw down some St. Louis. Yeah, I think this was
I
actually
wish
the
we
next
had
day.
an up close picture of those ribs.
Wait.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Matt's
they
like,
were
go
good.
back.
Yeah, I was like, go back. I was like, that's
I
my
wanna see
backyard.
that.
What's
Was
going
it?
on there? Yeah.
Well,
No, it's actually my backyard.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was us. There's James and
Well, those ribs look good.
they
And
were.
the ribs tasted good, too.
You could have had one, Matt. We invited you over. I
We
shot
did.
you a picture of the ribs, Matt, and Matt turns around and he basically sends me a text the very following day. He was like, "Ha, just saw your text from yesterday
Yeah.
about the ribs." I'm like,
Right.
bro, you came over, like, and you still said no. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
No.
They were good. We used the War Pig Fubar sauce
Okay.
on it. Dude, hands down. I mean,
it's
That's
really
like
It's a
money.
good
stuff.
rib.
It's so
It's
good.
a good rib.
yeah. If you have a HEB near you, run out there and try that. I think we did the Fubar. They got the snafu. They have the 50 cal. Yeah. Great products from Dennis Butterworth's over there at War Pig Barbecue.
Without a doubt. So the corn dogs. James did a unique take, I think, on the corn dogs that I have not really seen before, to be honest with you, James.
Okay.
So you scored them.
You did the slot dog, right?
So yeah,
you
Alex said purchase one of those slot dog things.
That's
So
right.
we took the kind of a quarter pound Nathan's hot dog, and we did the slot dog on it, and then we threw it on the Weber to let it kind of plump up a little bit, caramelize a little bit, and those things kind of swell up a little bit, and then we covered it in the sauce. Kind of burnt in. We didn't go full burn in, with the brown sugar and the honey and all that stuff like that. But we put a barbecue sauce coating on it, let that cook in on it, pull it off, and then it was right into the corn dog mixture.
Yeah.
And we deep fried it. I'm gonna tell you what, that Blues Hog honey mustard sauce,
I was just gonna say.
that was good.
Yeah.
stuff is
Those
money.
corn dogs are awesome.
Yeah, there were kids just running up like, I just want another corn dog. I was like, we only made like 6 of them.
And they were gone.
That's it, done.
Yeah, super good.
Now, what'd you guys who tried it, what'd you guys honestly think of the cow tongue? The lengua?
The taste was fine. It didn't taste bad to me at all. It was
Trying to get through the mental
it's
thing of
totally
it being a tongue?
mental.
Yeah.
And I tried to be tough. I did eat like a couple pieces of it, but each time I was like, "Why is this in
It
my
was
mouth?
just a texture
This
thing.
tongue should be in someone else's mouth."
Right. And it didn't help when I think you actually said that.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, look at the gristle! Look at this!" And
Right. And I was just
Jan's
like,
out there,
and you're like, are these veins? And I'm like,
Right.
well, I'm done. I can't do that. Actually, you know what? It was good.
Yeah, it was
So
good.
It
Flavor was
tasted
good.
really good. What was
So
the seasoning?
I boiled it for 3 hours in a
Yeah.
pot of water with garlic, onion, salt, pepper. I think that was probably about it. And then as gross as it is, that kind of boils it for a bit, and it lets you rip off that outer layer of skin, and then you just kind of have the muscle itself.
Yeah.
Then
The taste buds,
yeah, I wasn't going to say that because that's usually the part that grosses people out. But
I think it's what grossed me out.
yeah, I got all the taste buds off there, and this had the muscle. Then we just put some barbecue seasoning. I don't remember which seasoning we ended up using. Just put some brand of barbecue seasoning. Threw that on the smoker for a while to get a nice smoky flavor. Chopped it up. Put in a taco with some cilantro, onion, lime juice. It's great.
It had a hell of a smoke ring on it for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just finished eating it today, actually.
I don't think we're turning in lengua for like
the open
competitions.
Just tell them it's a beef taco. Don't tell them it's tongue.
I still think if you would have like pan fried it at the end or something, it might have been.
I ended up doing that here with my leftovers.
Did
Threw
you?
in a pan and got some oil in there and kind of like crisped it up a little
Was it
bit.
good?
It was good.
I don't know.
Chad's face.
Oh.
Yum.
Probably still gonna pass.
Kid tested, mother approved.
Right.
Yum.
What else was good that day?
Everything I had was
So
good.
we saw on TikTok, I guess somebody was doing fried green olives. So
what
yeah,
about
we tried
olives?
those.
yeah, Matt went out and bought a couple of little things, containers of olives, which are apparently like freaking like their weight in gold for sure. Because
Yeah, right, yeah.
I think Matt spent like $40 buying.
It's like a pouch like that big. It's like $9 a pouch.
Yeah,
And
I'm
these little
like,
green
geez. I
olives.
was like, I'd just gone with like the whatever they got on the shelf in a little glass jar. The
Mario's olives, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I told you I had some too.
No, I was trying to get the ones that had. Well, my plan was to get the one with the stuffed garlic and stuffed like cheese or
Jalapenos
something.
or
yeah,
cheese or something.
That's what I was
Yeah,
trying to
blue
get.
cheese.
I had somebody put them in the wrong stack, and I ended up getting 2 things of stuffed garlic, which
Yeah.
they're great. But yeah, it's like when they fry this that whatever that's marinated in those olives. It was just so
That brine.
was so
Yeah.
overpowering. It's like
Well, they're so
it's really
strong
overtaste.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I ate more of those than anything else, though, probably just because those were done first.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun to do it, but not going to do it again. And I mean, you see it done on social media, and I know there's a lot of people out there that do those like, hey, we're going to try out this recipe because we saw it here to see if it's like, good or not good. And we tried it, and it was kind of 50-50 mixture. I was like, nah, that's not for me.
I thought it was pretty good. Like I would probably do it. I need something to dip it in next time, some ranch or blue cheese or something. But I think we should do a fried salad
To
where we
dip what
fry
into?
every
I'm
part
sorry,
of the salad.
What?
Yeah. Fry the lettuce. Fry the
Exactly.
No.
Yes.
No.
Let's
Fried tomatoes.
Fry the whole thing. Fried tomatoes. Yes. That's actually good. Okay. Anyway.
Let's just make a salad not healthy.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess if we're done talking about that, let's talk about something else. The Hot Off the Grill Barbecue News. This is brought to you by the Barbecue News Magazine and the NBBQA. One quick one for you. They're NBBQA's Awards of Excellence. They're taking entries starting now, I believe. And that's for all kinds of stuff. They do the rubs and sauces. I think those were already supposed to be turned in, but they've got a lot of other things. Like if you got awesome photos, or you do a blog, or if you do a podcast like us, and you want to enter into this contest, go onto the NBBQA website. They have forms to fill out, and you could win.
Okay. Do people go in and vote? Because I feel like we need to put our name in the hat for the social media podcast type
We're
things.
definitely entering,
Okay.
for sure.
And then vote for ourselves.
Is it like a public forum, or do we have to,
As far as the
maybe
voting goes?
throw down a couple $20 to somebody to?
To pick us?
Send in the seasoning with like
Right.
20 stuffed in it.
I actually did read about it, and I can't remember what it said. They do have some kind of judges that are sanctioned something
Paid.
or other.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they are, but yeah, you
Paid
do
off.
have to enter.
Paid off.
Yeah.
It's like, Kale, can you just?
Come
Come on, bro. What's up?
brother.
Anyways, that's what I got for that.
Nice.
I don't think we kind of just jumped right into this whole podcast thing. I don't think we really asked the question that we normally do ask is, how's everybody's week been?
You look exhausted. Jan just,
I am exhausted.
It's a little tired, doesn't it?
No, I mean, today was a rough day for me. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
yeah.
Man.
Golfing all day is tough.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I was. I actually was working all day. It's called networking, and networking is a fancy word for saying I was out just effing off, hanging out, and drinking with with clients or maybe whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I did all day, and
Sure.
I enjoyed it, and It's like
Potential.
I may have started drinking around 12 o'clock today. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
Cheers. What time is it now? 924. So that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, well, James, I don't know what you did. I do not do anything exciting but eat a bunch of leftover barbecue from that one day.
Leftover tongue.
Nice.
Damn it.
Mine was all good. I mean, there's nothing really noteworthy for me to jump around. Houston traffic sucks.
Emma's birthday yesterday.
I know. Emma's birthday. Hey, happy birthday, baby. So she turned 13. So
Uh-oh.
Officially a
for sure.
teenager.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like locking the windows and batting down the hatches.
Yeah.
For
Well, I
sure.
saw like a boy walking up earlier. I don't know what that was all about.
We actually left.
Yeah, no, he's just a friend.
Right.
Right when she turns 13.
Good luck.
The
Just
boy
a
shows
friend.
up.
Other than that, it was nice. We went and saw a movie. It was an alright movie.
What'd you watch?
It was. I couldn't even tell you the name of the movie. That's how I
Sounds
just showed
good.
up.
Sounds really good.
Just showed up.
It was good.
I
It
just
was,
walked in. It was there. I started watching it.
I got it now. So it's called The Invitation.
Okay.
It was good, and it turns out at the very end. And spoiler alert, if nobody wants to hear this,
don't say it,
just
James.
go ahead and just
Don't say it.
Go ahead, say it.
just baby,
Don't say
just
it.
just
It's
earmuff
so rude.
that.
You
Just
can't do this.
Earmuff it.
It's so messed up.
Okay.
Go ahead. I want to
You
hear
can't give it
now.
away.
Yeah.
It's so
I don't
messed
want
up.
to do it.
No one's ever
I'm
even
gonna be
heard
that
of it.
asshole.
All that lead up now.
I know.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
do it, James.
Yeah, now they're mad you left them hanging.
I know.
I promise none of our
They're all
listeners are going to watch
Googling it.
They're vampires.
Oh.
You just ruined it, bro.
Nobody's going to see this movie now. So it was good. We went to our local Pearland Cinema.
Whoa, Bo, we don't give out our town, man. You don't know where we live.
We have
He's
like
just
100
kidding.
times.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
we-
kidding. We
yeah.
don't. Yeah.
And so this is like the local, this is
It's not
Cinemark.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's like it's very just like kind of like low key,
Talking about
just like
Cinema 6 over there?
yeah. It's like here's a bucket, you go get your own popcorn. I'm not lying.
You
It's
get
like-
as much as you want, and I love that.
right. So I was like awesome. We go
Help
into the
yourself.
theater. It was just me, my wife, and my daughter. And I'm like, here you go, babe. I bought out the whole theater for us, so nobody's gonna bother us.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay. That sounds
So,
accurate.
That's it.
so
Yeah.
you killed it.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Good for you, brother.
Was it time to go into the grabbing the brisket?
Beer review.
I like how John just like stares at Matt.
I was waiting for Matt to hand
okay.
us the beers because
No, I'm waiting for you to cut so that we can go get the beer.
And,
then
we're
seamlessly
going to
come right
take
back.
a short little break. Got to pay the bills.
let's
bud.
pay the bills. This episode is brought to you in part by Oklahoma Joe's new Ryder Deluxe pellet grills.
Since the company's humble beginnings in 1987, Oklahoma Joe has helped those who appreciate the process and the craft of smoking.
What began with Joe Davidson, a member of the Barbecue Hall of Fame, and a dozen hand-built smokers at the Oklahoma State Fair over 30 years ago, has since forged an Oklahoma Joe's brand that builds some of the most sought-after smokers.
Oklahoma Joe has a proud history of creating uncompromising smokers and grills with carefully crafted design, and the newest generation of the popular Ryder Series pellet grills carries on this tradition.
The new features in the Oklahoma Joe's Ryder Deluxe pellet grills include a Pit Control 2.0 system that delivers the category's first dual-sensor temperature control.
Fire-focused dual-sensor feedback optimizes temperature control based on selected cooking styles, low and slow smoking, or high-heat grilling.
A power feed system that boasts the high-torque auger motor that powers through pellets for incredible power and performance.
The new Ryder Deluxe series builds on several popular features, including smoke and sear modes, which features an impressive temperature range that runs from 200 degrees Fahrenheit to a searing hot 650 degrees Fahrenheit, and a 20-pound quick-draw hopper that allows unused pellets to be drained in seconds for simple storage, removal, and swapping of pellet flavors. Guys, if you want to find out more information about the new Ryder Deluxe series pellet grills from Oklahoma Joe, check out the Oklahoma Joe's website, and the link is in our description in the bio, and that's oklahomajoe.com.
All right, so I guess we can get into this damn beer now.
Yeah. Unless you take that thing off the.
But you don't want the little picture
No,
on
I
your
don't want
face?
that.
You
I
don't
don't
like
want
that?
that.
Everybody wants to see the cartoon
I think you're
pictures of
falling
us.
down on your jobs, what I think.
You know what? I'm still new at this, and you're an
I'm
asshole.
telling you right now.
so
Listen, and you know that about
I'm
me.
doing my best.
No, and
Hey.
I appreciate your best.
I don't think you do.
It's just not
This
good.
next one, we're going to be live, so
Yeah.
that's going to be.
Oh, we're not. We are not ready for that.
Yeah, we are.
Here's what we got. And we'd like to thank Amy.
Amy.
I was gonna say Jan, but Jan
Amy,
had nothing
do
to
not
do with
thank
this.
me for this. This is all Amy. That's 100%. Amy was kind enough to go to the store and not only pick up beer for this weekend and for tonight, just for regular drinking beer, but picked up a review beer.
Yeah.
So we have the Atomic Pumpkin Spicy, and she was like, make sure you say it's spicy because she likes spicy, right? So she found it's a Voodoo Ranger. I've had some Voodoo Ranger. I've not had this beer before. I'm really looking forward to this.
I feel like we have reviewed the Atomic Pumpkin, but I don't know that we did the spicy, and I also know that it changes every single year. So it has like a wine. It has like a vintage to it.
Oh.
Every year is a little bit
Okay.
different.
Right.
So I know we haven't had this one because it's from this year.
It's fine. Nobody's seen our old reviews, so we're good.
Right. Anyways.
I was not expecting the spicy. I took a sip before you said that, and I was like, "Whoa, what was that?"
Spicy?
But it's
Spicy?
it's like pumpkin spice spicy.
Ooh, like a spicy meatball.
Okay,
I like that. Yeah.
Not like that, but go ahead and take a sip.
Oh, this is good. This is like a pumpkin pie in your mouth.
But it's not like it still has a beer flavor, right? Isn't that crazy? It's still
Nope,
kind
it
of.
tastes like pumpkin pie.
I know there's pumpkin for sure.
You're wrong. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
Still got that beer flavor to it.
and yet it's very pumpkin-y.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder what what do they put in
All
there
right.
with spice though? What is
What's
that?
the-
Is
what's
that
the
like
alcohol?
habanero or something?
All right. And by the way, this is 6.4% alcohol by volume. So this beer
They put pumpkin spice in it.
is definitely trending the correct way.
Thanks, James. Appreciate that.
You know that's that spice of pumpkin. Shit.
It's the red pumpkins.
Right. Red pumpkin spice. That's a new thing. I love it.
I'm going to let somebody else review this thing first. I'm still trying to figure this one out.
This is really good. This is really freaking good.
It's tasty. I'll go first. Let me go right off the bat.
Please.
It's tasty.
Burped shit. That was so loud. Y'all hear that? Okay.
I like it. I mean, it's
Sorry,
super
guys.
tasty, but the spicy thing, it's like you're limited to probably one beer. Like that's. I'm not saying it's not delicious, but
What are you saying then?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I wanted
wanna
to give
hold
it.
it?
I wanted to give it like a.
You wanna
decent-
hold it?
I wanted to give it a decent score, but I was like, I don't care for it. You know what I mean?
Did you score it already? No.
You don't care for it? Is that what you just said?
I said I was in between. Like I kind of like it, but don't.
But you haven't scored it yet, though.
I have not. No.
So you just want to hold it for a second? Keep sipping?
Yeah, just
Just keep sipping.
keep
Hey,
it
don't
on.
worry about it.
Keep it on your lengua for now.
He's going to keep sipping. Get those taste buds on there. John, I don't think you're ready either. I'm going to go with Matt. I think Matt's ready right now.
I was ready before I tasted it.
And I was just thinking, like, you know you're an alcoholic when you're like, I really like this,
Yeah.
but could I really drink 6 of them?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I was really
And
just
then-
like maybe just 2. Can I
No.
do 2? Because
Yeah.
I don't even think I could do
Listen,
1.
it sounds so good in your head. You're like, nah, it's good and all. I could probably have 6, but after that, I got to call it a day.
I got to switch the light
It'd get a
beer
little
after that.
much at
You're
that
like-
point, you know?
They're like, what?
Hey,
Like-
have you met these fools of grabbing the
My
brisket?
doctor's
you
like,
already know.
What did you just say?
If they've ever listened before, they know that we judge it by how many can we take.
Right.
Right.
God, we're not going to live very long at this rate. I'm telling you right now. This is
I'll
gonna be
tell
the
you right now.
worst thing
Without
we've
the
done.
spice, I would give it probably maybe a 7.5.
Okay.
Great flavor. With the spice, I'm like, I'm going to drop that down to a 6.0.
Okay.
That's still fair. That's still saying it's a good beer.
The IBUs are so low on this beer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's
drinkable.
zero
Yeah.
hops.
I mean, it's just
Zero
It's a
bitterness.
I'm worried about
sweet and it's
indigestion.
spicy.
Yeah.
I love this beer. I think it's great.
Okay.
I think James is right though. I think it would be better with like just a little bit less spice.
It
I
just
do like-
stays, right? It just
Yeah,
stays.
and it's weird because like the first half of the can, I didn't really taste it, and then now as I'm drinking more, I'm like,
It builds.
It's a little something in there,
Yep.
Need to get me
but
a-
I still really like
an
it. I'm going to
acid.
go 7, 8. I really like this beer.
Wow.
Eight.
Yeah, this is
Dang.
good.
7, 8.
I would 100% drink another one. I don't know if I can do a 6-pack, but I'll try.
There we go again. I
yeah,
could drink
6.
another. No, I'm going to give it a 7.1. 7.1. I think it's what's 7? 7's good.
Very good.
Very good.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
I was flirting 6.9, 7.1. I'm giving it a 7.1. It's a good beer.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm so torn only because I've had so much beer today. You know what I mean? When you've had as many beers as I've had already,
It dilutes the score a
it's
little.
like, it's great. Give it the best score ever, right? So it's not the best beer I've ever had, but it's really good. I mean, it's really good. So honestly, I'm going to give it a score. I want to redo this again, maybe on my own. I'll just mentally try to score it again or something. I don't know, because I think what I'm feeling today and what I feel tomorrow are two different things. But
100%.
I'm going to go 6.8 right now.
Okay.
Right now, it's a 6.8 beer for me. I think the only thing that's holding me off from being the flavor's good. There's something on the back end of this thing.
It's that spice. It just sits there.
No, the spice. I don't really care the way this beer drops out. You know what I mean? Like you get this pumpkin flavor coming through. Excuse me, I'm about to hiccup. But at the same time, with that pumpkin flavor, it's there and boom, like it's gone, and you're left with the spice. And I think that's the hard part, right? If you can get the flavor to come through and still have that same spice you had, now that is a atomic pumpkin. You know what I mean? With the pumpkin, it's there, but it just immediately drops the way out. You know what I mean? It's almost like watery at that point. You know, it's just kind of weird beer for me.
I'm not picking that up. I really like it.
Well, 6.8 means I like it too.
You like it too.
Yeah,
You think it's
I'm just
good.
telling them how they could do better. Like, do your job better, Voodoo Ranger.
Well,
New
big
Belgium.
shout out to our sponsor, Amy. So thank you for the beer. Can't wait to see what you pick next week.
100%.
Is that what's happening? Did Jan just fund? Did Jan just fund all the freaking beer by Amy? Hey, you know what? Amy's our new sponsor. There you go, Amy. Thank you. Appreciate it, Amy.
Check out our website.
Yeah. Please don't check out our website. She doesn't have one. Okay.
Hey, here's a weird transition.
Yeah.
Just a segue into a kind of like a trending viral video that I saw earlier today. And this happened in Oklahoma. And, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Not yet.
Okay, so apparently, look, weird shit happens in Florida. Weird shit happens in Oklahoma. I'm just saying. But they had an accident. They had to overturn 18-wheeler in Oklahoma and spilled all of its contents all over the freeway. Shut it down, like big time. They had the news crews out there. They had to. There you go. We got the videos coming up here. You can only imagine what it was.
What does it say? Look
that
for updates.
that was spilt all over the.
Look for updates online. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Look for updates online. Do not ask us a question.
You could tell, and I muted the audio on this because it's on the news or whatever. But you could tell they knew exactly what was in the freeway, but they didn't want to say what it was.
Yeah, they zoomed in
really?
and they backed out. So it was a whole trailer full of dildos
And lubrication.
and lube, just spilt everywhere.
Wow.
Only in Oklahoma,
Hey,
This could happen in Florida.
right?
dude, you know what? That's a lot of dildos.
Yeah.
That is a
You
lot
can hear
of-
the lady on there. She's like, Jim, can you tell us what it is that spilled? And he's like, yeah, well, I don't know if I could tell exactly
There
what
they
they
are.
are. Some of them are vibrating
Right.
around, but
I'm really regretting having my kids in the other room right now.
That box
Next
is
time they're
moving.
going to bed
That
before
box
we
is
record.
vibrating.
Prosthetic
Yeah.
arms.
I don't know, man. That's super cool.
baby arms.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Oklahoma, please keep it a little more classier.
Pull it together, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, James.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't stay on top of the news, whatever. So you got the Queen. She passed away.
God, hey,
R.I.P.
Save the Queen. Yeah.
God save the Queen. I'm watching some of the news coverage, and there's just like a 9-mile long line for people to visit her.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, I think it dropped down to 5, but they're saying it's like 9 hours or 10 hours
People
just to go by
are walking.
to do.
It's It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
I guess it's awesome. I don't really know, but
there's a line of just people walking, right? Walking, or are you talking about? You're talking about driving.
I think they're walking, or they're in line in queue.
That's what I was
in queue. And that's a fancy word, and I'll tell you right now, what really kind of messed me up.
It's a fancy word.
It messed me up. Hey, we're in Texas. Shipley's Donuts.
Yeah.
Solid donut. But about 2 years ago, I'm in line.
He was like a cranky old man.
Right.
Hey, 6 years ago, them sons of bitches
Let me
gave
tell
me
you
a
something.
wrong donut.
And I say 6
said,
years.
No.
I don't remember how long it was. But so I'm sitting in line. A guy comes in behind me, and he's standing behind me, just kind of walks up a little bit. He may be like a little bit shoulder behind me. He's like, hey, he's like, are you in queue? And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I turned around and looked at him. I was like, what? He's like, are you in queue? I'm like,
who talks like that?
what?
Hey,
Did you have an
He's like,
accent?
He's military.
Are you
you
in
saying?
queue? I'm like,
You're in line, bro.
bro, I don't know what you're saying.
Hey, I don't speak your language.
Are you in queue? I'm like,
keeps-
just
he keep-
quit saying that.
He keeps repeating himself.
Yes.
And I would have slapped him in his face. I'm like, hey,
Are you in
are
W?
you glitching?
Are you?
You're
I'm like,
glitching
yes,
right now,
I'm,
bro.
I'm right here. I'm next. I don't know what you're saying.
Hey, I'd be like, you don't glitch.
You queued up. I'm
saved
like,
your life right
Jeez,
now.
I'm done with you
He's
right
just having
now.
a stroke over here.
Please
get
go
the guy
home.
behind me. He's breathing on my neck.
6 years ago, and he's still
I know,
riled
right?
up about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you in queue?
This poor bloke is probably at the house right now thinking about that
Yeah.
memory. Is like,
Oh, yeah.
remember that time I was over there, that American? I was like,
Stupid American.
American. I was like, you in queue? I was sitting there messing with
first
him.
of all,
he wasn't.
wait,
he wasn't
he
American?
did have an accent.
He wasn't American.
No, he wasn't American. Yeah.
That's what I immediately
okay.
thought. He must.
No,
do
no, he
somewhere
was
else.
he had a foreign accent.
You're
like
such
English?
an asshole.
Yeah.
Was he English?
Why don't you just
French?
maybe he didn't
German.
Listen, that's
Dutch.
I'm not making fun of the guy. Obviously, that's his terminology,
dude,
and I didn't
not
understand
cool,
it.
man. In today's day, you can't say that kind of stuff, James. It's just
I
not
don't think
good.
that was out of line at all.
No,
I
I
was
know.
like, yeah,
I just
I'm in
kidding.
queue to get a
No.
bottle of water. Like, throw it in the
Okay,
bin.
that might have been over the line.
No, I'm just
Like,
kidding.
Cue your
Yeah.
butt out of here, and
Yeah,
this is America.
yeah, well, whatever. It doesn't
The hell you
matter.
say to
Okay,
me?
Texas barbecue podcast.
Yeah, it happens. Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
And we're in our 40s now, right? We're all in our
Nope.
40s.
Nope.
I mean,
Easy there.
we're
Easy
close.
there.
I mean, look, we're all in our 40s around here, right?
Like barely.
Man.
And some of the things that we're thinking about these days are side hustles, way to make extra money at the house, way to really, I guess
Set that retirement.
it's
Thing
all
up.
about. First of all, it's all about retirement because
Right.
now you can see the end of the light, right? You're like personally, I'm 44 and I feel great. I feel great. I feel good. I feel better than good.
Don't look a day over 60.
And now I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could see 60, right? Obviously, that's a pipe dream. There's no way, right? However, people start thinking about doing money. Like, how do you make a little extra cash? Let's get there. Let's get able to retire, right? I got some things, guys.
I'm waiting for you to unleash your OnlyFans or whatever
It's
is
not
about to happen.
OnlyFans.
No, he does have an idea, and it's
Is this your
genius.
job? Your new job?
So yes, James.
Your new
Okay.
business adventure?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about this.
Okay, we all know that we're in a job shortage, right?
Everybody's hiring. They're,
It-
they're begging
Can
to hire
you
people.
drive by anywhere right now and say we're not hiring? Is there a place?
Everybody's hiring. You're right.
Correct. Yes, I agree.
And then every ad I see across the board, commercials, it's just being blasted. Work from home, stay home, work from home. That's the whole new thing, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go in the office anymore.
Hey, someone
work
was
from home. And you know
offering
what?
Bonuses?
Exactly. Sign-on bonuses. I'm saying right now, if I were to apply for, like, say, I don't know, in the course of like 24 hours, apply for 500 jobs. Just
In 24 hours?
Yeah, just sit there and just click and boom, click and boom. Just apply for jobs
As many
all
as you
across.
can,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Just how many you can do. How many jobs can you land? We'll video the whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. James, you with me on this one? James,
Yeah.
see, James is right here. This is kind of difficult here because John is straight ahead. Matt, James, we're keep looking around. I can look at the squares. I can see everybody here, but we're still here. You
Would
know?
it help if I move the squares around?
No,
Does that do
that's
anything
fine.
for you?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So go on obviously we need about 2 people to make this thing really work. 3 people to get the, you got to have bodies. You got to go to orientation. There's always orientation. There's always this whole, how long could this go on for? If I get 30 jobs in a week, making X amount of dollars, I just got paid. I just orientated 18 different companies.
It doesn't matter if you get fired.
It doesn't.
You just want to get that first paycheck.
I see. Yeah, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's quite genius.
How far could you make? Because in this, I'm not saying this is a time right now for people that want to sit at home and get like 18 jobs. Do you, boo? Just do you.
You just quiet quit day
Yes.
1. It's like you just start the job and you're quiet
You
quitting.
just immediately quiet quitting. Yeah, you're like,
Is that a thing? I've never heard of that. Quiet quitting.
quiet quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, it's a
all
new
the
term.
age.
Just
That's
like
a new
stop
term.
showing up.
No,
No,
it's really like
you work.
You just do what you're supposed to do.
Correct.
You
don't
don't
care.
go above and beyond.
You're not.
staying late. You're just doing
You
what's
just
your
don't
job.
care.
How is that quiet quitting? How
Yeah,
do I-
well, that's
because you're basically waiting for something else because you're never gonna you're
Right.
gonna go to work and they're gonna do the bare. When I say bare minimum, I mean bare minimum.
I think
Your
Jan is not
ambition
doing
is
that.
quitting. You're
think-
quitting
No, no.
your ambition.
I think Jan is to
I'm
do
not gonna-
nothing.
I'm not going to quite quit. I'm going to orientation, of course, right? Why would you not go to orientation? But
you're going to be office based dude day 1. That's
No,
your,
no,
it's
no.
like you get the job. You're not.
Right,
gonna
I'm
do it.
remote, and here's the deal. I'm like, COVID, I can't come in this week. Boom, I can't work that week. Can't do this. Oh, death of the family. How long? If I had 25 jobs, dude, did I just get paid? And here's the deal. I would still try to work. I'm not a shyster, but if I just worked it, right?
No,
tried
you
to
definitely
work
would not work.
as many jobs as you could. How long do they keep you? Because people are desperate right now. How long do they keep you before they turn around and go?
It depends on how smooth talker you are, because I think
Yeah.
you could probably talk your way into keeping a couple of those jobs for a few weeks.
Yeah. Hey, it may work, may not. I don't know.
I'm not doing this, guys.
Wait,
I'm,
why not?
I'm just saying.
No, do it.
Jan
Why not?
just putting on a seminar
I-
to show
I
you
have-
how to do it.
I'm just saying. There's that people out there trying to get you to invest into Bitcoin, and people want you to go into real estate, and people want you to do all this. I'm just here to tell you, go out, apply for 25 jobs, get them, start getting paid immediately, right? Get those checks going direct deposit, and don't even worry about it. It's immediate results. You don't have to wait. There's no seminar. There's no $500. I could charge you $500 for this class if you wanted to. I'm just saying at the end of the day, just go out and be the best you. Get
This
25
is-
jobs.
Yeah.
This
Perfect.
week, guess what? Next week, I'm going to get 25 more jobs.
Yeah, this is the content they come to
This
listen
is
to.
what
Right.
happens.
You know what I love? Like,
This is what happens when you
Texas
create
Barbecue Podcast.
when you create
Right
an
here.
environment. When you create an environment where you have like a shortage of people, you have people like me going, "I'm going to get 100 jobs today." So
It's true.
just think about that
This
for a
is
second.
true.
right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we need you to come in next week. No, I can't come in next week.
You have to be at one of my other
Right.
24 jobs.
CDC's like,
I can get you about 25 weeks from now.
hey, I love. Listen, I'm like, I think I got COVID. They're like, no. CDC already said you don't have to quarantine. I'm gonna go. Who the fuck are you to like guess what the CDC says? Those motherfuckers don't
Yeah.
know shit.
What are
Okay,
you freaking Fauci? What are you doing?
what are you doing? It's my right to quarantine.
Right.
I love it.
Hey,
That's great.
grabbing to the brisket. I love how we really haven't even talked barbecue whatsoever.
No, we did. We did.
Maybe 10%.
You're like,
Voice
Again,
got higher.
we
That's
played
all
a
you.
hot dog.
That's what you get. Grabbing the brisket. That's what we do.
I do have some barbecue talk, some barbecue
Yeah.
fails,
Let's
wins.
get to
Let's
Want
do
to
it.
get into
Yeah.
one of those.
This is my favorite part.
Somewhat related to barbecue and whatnot.
Love the fan interaction.
Yeah, this is Ryan from Indiana, also known as One Funny Dad. I just want to report a barbecue fail. Over the weekend, I bought a beautiful 18-pound brisket, trimmed it up nice, rubbed it down good, put it on the smoker about 9 p.m. with the anticipation of about 15 guests coming over the next day for dinner. Went out about 1:30 in the morning, checked on everything, topped off the pellets, went back in for a little nap, went back out about 6 a.m. to check on things again to find the smoker and the canopy covering it laying face down on the driveway.
Oh,
Nice.
Picked everything up. The brisket was still in the smoker.
Cooking.
I wrapped it, shoved it in the oven to finish cooking,
Just
and that's a wrap on this.
Jesus.
The best I can tell, the canopy had built up with rainwater overnight, collapsing, causing it to swing down and hit the smoker. Now, this was not my best brisket by any means, but it was definitely not the worst.
Did he serve? First of all, you
Two
served
things
off.
I get from this story. Mother Nature is definitely a woman because she could not let me have a good time. And also, Jan is still a bitch.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I knew this
You know
phone
it's
call.
coming. Yeah,
I
you
knew
knew
this
it's
phone
coming.
call was going to say something. Can we start this over and stop it real quick? As soon as he starts, can we do the intro again real quick? No, seriously, hit that real quick. Let me hear.
You want to hear it again?
Let me hear
Just the intro?
Just the intro.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Ryan.
Yeah, okay,
from
stop.
Indiana,
Right.
Also known
Hey,
as
It's
One
our boy
Punny
One
Dad.
Punny Dead.
Yeah,
We love this
no,
guy.
I know. I'm just going to roast him though. It's good.
Jan's gonna fire back.
Hey, this is what happens when you go out and you don't check the hopper, you don't check the conditions. The pit's running smooth, right? It's doing what it should be doing. Right. You've done this a million times, but guess what? Canopy. We didn't look up. We didn't look around. Hey, I'm sorry that happened to you. I am so glad that he was finally, or not finally, I guess he won or whatever else, but was able to serve the 15 people. Mm-hmm. If they would have known this thing was smashed up against the edges, rolling around with some barbecue pit, they were like, I don't know if I want to eat that.
I had to pick gravel and dirt out of it for a couple hours.
But hey, he put it out there, so
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Honestly, it's like you rely on technology,
Yeah.
and it lets you down.
I want to say that, James. I want to say that's the problem with.
And I know Mother Nature dropped
Look,
the bomb.
No, I get that.
But still.
That 500-gallon smoker you put in your backyard, I know your wife will let you have one. Just go ahead and get it. If you were feeding that thing logs, I'll tell you this right now, it never would have fell down. It would have held your house up at the end of the day.
Brisket would have been money. Yeah. You might have been a little sleepy.
Yeah, you'd be sleeping.
You might have taken a nap, but it would have been money.
And at the end of the day, you can say, welcome to Texas. And something else. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry.
He's still a winner in our book.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey.
It's one.
Hey, we like Ryan.
Dad.
We appreciate the support.
Yeah.
I know he gives Jan a lot of shit, but
I love it.
I love it.
Thank you.
Guess what he gets, though?
You're going to tell us.
What does he get?
Come on.
He gets to go ahead and pick out a seasoning of his choice from Sucklebusters. And if I was him, it's just me, I'd pick out that Chicks Get Smoked. You do whatever you want to do. But it's Sucklebusters. Everybody wants some Sucklebusters. Way to go, brother.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Love our fans.
Yeah, they're great. Do you want to get into this top 5 tailgating foods real quick? I know we're getting kind of long long here, but we put it out there. We got a lot of frequent response on all of our channels, and I kind of compiled a list. Far and away, wings was number 1. Everybody said wings is the number
Tell
1.
everybody what this is first.
The tailgating top 5 tailgating /
Yeah, like you're
Game
going to tailgate,
day,
you're going to game day food. What's
whatever.
your food do you go to?
wings was number 1 far and away.
It was going to be like almost
double of anything else.
Okay, yeah.
Number 2, which kind of surprised me, was ribs, because I thought ribs that's a
a
long
weird
cook, right?
That's a weird game day. Like not what do you want? What do you eat?
Right, like I love
right.
ribs, but
I mean, that
game
time.
day, I want something that's like quick.
Well, I mean, that time that one of the last times we went and tailgated, we did ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's actually true.
You get
Well, a lot
there
of
at
people
6
agree with
o'clock
you.
in the morning.
Yeah.
What are you going to do until
Drink
Yeah.
and cook, I guess.
12 or 1 or 3 o'clock
No,
in the
I get it.
afternoon?
Yeah, it makes
So
sense.
you
I
got
just-
time. So
I always think of like fast finger food, appetizer-y type stuff, but a lot of people agreed with you. A lot of people said ribs, and that was number 2. Number 3 was burgers. Number 4 threw me off too. They said tacos, like on tailgating tacos. I don't
like
know.
fajitas, throwing down the flat top.
No,
or just
I'm not-
like doing
I saw a lot of flat top
Listen,
people talking.
Look, flat top cooking great, and I would eat a burger or a burger. I could see. I think of like chili or when you think
Was
of
chili an
tailgating,
option? Was that an option? Nobody picked it?
Anybody could put in whatever they wanted.
nobody
Oh,
said
okay.
chili.
But yeah. We did not get a lot of response for chili, no. And number 5 was
It's
jalapeno
summertime.
poppers, and I think poppers are just a craze right now that everybody's totally into because they're super easy, and a lot of supermarkets have
100%.
them ready to go. You just throw them on your grill, right?
Yeah.
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 There was a lot of like honorable mentions, a lot of stuff that you'd think of, nachos and brats and quesos and hot dogs and all that kind of stuff. We did have a few that people wrote in or whatever that I was like, that's kind of interesting. Like I hadn't heard of that. One of them was Hillbilly Nachos, where instead of chips you use pork rinds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess that's, I don't know. Just if you really want to clog your arteries, you go with that.
Or if you know what you want to be keto.
Yeah, you want to cut down the carbs.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it just sounded super unhealthy.
No.
No? It's more healthy? Is that what you're telling me right now?
No, right now. You
Okay.
should cut out chips.
Okay.
That's your downfall. bro.
That's Doug.
You're not doing too well.
Doug Sawuski?
Sweski.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on.
Our boy Greg from Barbecue Central Show said ABTs. You guys know what ABTs are?
No.
I had to actually look this up, and I had heard of them once.
already.
Nope.
And
Atomic Buffalo Turds.
what?
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
It's basically jalapenos stuffed with sausage and cheese and wrapped in bacon.
jalapeno stuff with what?
Sausage and cheese.
So it's a
and then
jalapeno
wrapped in
popper.
bacon. Kind of, but it
popper
has
with sausage.
sausage in it. Yeah, I guess there's like so many different.
They're poppers. Yeah, we do those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do those all the time.
Sounds really good. I don't know
Yeah.
if I've done them with the sausage like that, but it
No,
sounds
we do
really
sausage and chicken. Yeah.
good. Our boy One Punny Dad that just left us a message. He said, and I have not heard of this one, prosciutto wrapped chicken stuffed jalapenos. That sounds
He just
fancy.
thinks he's
Say
so
that again?
fancy, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Prosciutto
chicken and jalapeno
That sounds
wrapped
like
in
some
prosciutto.
fancy shit.
He
right there.
wins.
Like,
He wins
it
hands
sounds
down.
good, right?
It sounds
I love
delicious.
prosciutto,
I would actually
but-
pick that.
Tailgate?
If you no
Tailgate prosciutto?
no. Is there cheese or queso?
It doesn't say that, but
No, he loses.
Ryan's rolling around with the charcuterie board.
Bro,
He's like,
if you want to get some stars out of the
I have the
strawberries,
greatest capicola salami here.
we're not doing that. No,
Capicola.
no. Listen, I'm not saying I would love to eat that.
I would try
I'm
that
sure
too.
it's delicious. Hey,
I'd eat that. but-
prosciutto is awesome,
you're
wrapped
not-
in fruit.
oh yeah,
Wait, really?
some
I've
honeydew.
never done that.
Yeah, but
honeydew
you're not-
wrapped in
But you're not
prosciutto.
going to beat out wings. You're not going to beat out.
No.
You know.
But here's the
we
deal.
need to try it.
What about the
Here's
pig in
deal.
a blanket?
You're not bringing that. You're not bringing that to Texas tailgate.
I'm pretty sure
Pig
you
in the
get your
blanket?
ass kicked for doing that.
Yeah. No, pig in a
I
blanket.
would
Yes,
try it.
I'm
Pig in a
talking about
blanket?
the prosciutto wrapped fruit or charcuterie
man.
board.
I've been to Rice. I know what those guys eat over there.
That's rice. That's rice.
Yeah.
That's a different breed.
Okay. One more, and this one totally threw me off. I had to ask him what it was. He called it Cincinnati Chili Dip. You guys ever heard of this?
I've heard
No,
of it.
I
Yeah.
know what Cincinnati chili is, not the dip.
I don't know what it is, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought spaghetti, right? Cincinnati.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's not spaghetti.
It's
This
a
is our
dip.
buddy Go Big or Go Barbecue, and he says it's a layer of cream cheese, then chili, cheddar cheese, smoke it till it gets hot and melty, and then add more cheese, onions, jalapenos, and mustard.
Okay.
I
It's a
will,
dip.
I will listen. We'll do this.
It sounds good to me.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
I feel like it needs spaghetti, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's not very skyline chili like.
That's what I would
Yeah,
think, right?
yeah.
Like, it's immediately at that. I thought spaghetti. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Just a really quick note here. I'm not sure if Matt knows or not. I did put together. Well, James and I put together the Oklahoma Joe Bronco.
Yeah. I think it's badass.
It went together so smooth. The one thing I liked about that is all the bolts that came with it, they're all the same size. You have to go up and down. You need to figure out, like, this is what you got, this is what you're using. It was very quick, very easy put together. James and I, we worked it. James did have a little twinge.
We worked somewhat simultaneously,
I'm sorry?
but simultaneously.
Simultaneous. Why are you putting an L before
I feel
the?
like you have extra consonants.
There it is. There it is.
See.
Yeah.
I love it when these guys like correct me on my grammar. But
After
hey,
alcohol.
I will think of a new word. Hey, we work together. Great.
At the same time?
At the same time.
Okay, cool.
So go fuck yourself. But
Yeah.
we were talking about getting older. I'm sitting there, and the barrel sits kind of high. And I'm sitting there with a freaking screwdriver, and I'm like, I'm cranking down
falling
on
apart,
screws
bro.
or whatever.
He's falling apart.
all of a sudden, I guess maybe I'm just like in a weird motion, and I'm just like leaning forward and cranking, and all of a sudden it's like my freaking back just like there's like a twinge. I was like, "Whoa, hey, no, sir, we're not doing that now." And I was like, I backed off, and I was like, Jane's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I'm just gonna need a minute. I'm not really sure what that was, but so I backed off, and I was like, all right, well, let me just." I grabbed the instructions, and I'm like looking at them, but I'm like buying time. I'm looking at them, and I'm like buying time a little bit. So I was like, okay, hey, yeah. Jane's like, hey, tilt this over. I think we're putting some on.
I didn't
was
even
like,
know.
okay, great.
Let's grab this.
So I start tilting it over, and I was like, back twinged again. I was like, okay, let me just.
Well, that's what this said.
Let me just. That's it. Are we not recording?
Are we done?
I don't know. It just died. I don't know what to do.
It says we're still
in
recording.
it.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Am I still in it?
Yeah.
You're just frozen with a really dumb look on your face.
John's frozen.
Good.
Perfect.
John's out.
John's done. So, yeah, my back was just like, that's kind of weird. And I was like, hey, Jan, I'm going to actually got to go home and cook some dinner. So I left. I think I cooked dinner, put a little heating pad, and everything was all good. So,
Yeah.
But I was like, I wasn't tempting because that last time I had a little back issue, I was like, man, that put me down for like several days. I was like, I'm not trying to get back on that.
No, man. Hey, listen. I did fire up that Bronco, though. And, dude, it maintained temperature for like, it must have been 8 hours. That it was like 275 degrees, just pegged. It would not, it wouldn't go any higher, it wouldn't go any lower. It was just dialed in the way it was supposed to be. And I was like, man, I could smoke with this all day long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, there's a reason why people gravitate towards these these drum smokers, because they hold the temperature and maintain it for so long.
I barely
all
put
that long.
anything in there. I did not fill it up or anything else, but so. All right. Well,
It's been another successful
Man,
episode.
It's
It
one
has.
of
it has.
those episodes. But honestly, it has been super awesome talking barbecue with you guys.
John,
And we appreciate you guys sticking along with us.
your mic still works.
Yeah, I know it still works.
Okay.
I was waiting for James to do
worried
his,
about it. I was
his
like, I don't know if
outro
you knew
here.
that or not.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for talking barbecue with us.
Peace.
Later, guys.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. We'd like to give a special thanks to Sucklebusters Barbecue Rubs and Sauces, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, YETI Coolers, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Dalstrong Knives. We definitely appreciate your support.